not sure what the word is.
Going live. Oh, I love this guitar.
Nice.
And it's Friday too. Not only is it Friday, it's a special Friday. Reason being, it's your birthday, Ian.
Oh, thank you, Adam.
Well, no,
You're right.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. But
April
welcome.
2nd, shout out.
I was like, wait a minute, wait, I didn't get to say it. I wanted happy birthday. It's Ian's birthday today.
What's up?
Yay, birthdays.
42nd year on 4/2.
You're 42.
Yeah. And
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry to cut you off. How many people out there would have believed that this guy is 42?
it's amazing.
Seriously, wait. Let's get a close look at this guy. Look at this guy.
I don't ever want to age.
Dude, you do not look 42.
I like, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Course.
He's someone that I want to.
Do I know Patrick Stewart?
I never want him to
Yeah.
age. I want him to stay that age forever.
Okay.
I feel like we need that.
He's been that age for like
Yeah, it
25
feels like
years,
that.
30 years.
Ian McKellen, too. I want those guys to live forever.
I
Like
know,
in a
right?
healthy state at that
Just
age.
keep 'em there.
Be there. We need you as human-like objects to just participate
That's
with.
how I felt about Sean Connery. And
It's devastating.
Rest in-
Aging
rest in
is
peace.
wrecking. They call it a disease out of Harvard. Like David
Did they?
Sinclair, they're
Aging
considering
is
it
a
disease.
disease?
Yeah.
it's life.
But
Life is
it has been up to this point.
a disease.
You can say that again. That word disease is weird too, like dis-ease.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
not
Dis-ease.
easy, not ease.
You're not at ease with life.
right.
Life sucks sometimes.
Stress can be a disease.
True that. That's true.
Can cause a dis-ease of some
Yeah,
sort.
man. Getting older though. I mean, it's something to be said. I mean, you feel it.
Yeah.
Cat hair all over my
We talked a little bit that we were going to talk about aging. I mean, we might as well just keep talking about aging.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
obsessed with
that's
it
what we're talking about.
because there's solar age and then there's genetic age,
Right.
And they're not necessarily correlated.
And mental age.
Oh wow, neurogenesis. And
Yeah, well, I mean,
neurodegeneration.
no, I'm talking about like the mental side of it because that's the physical
Yeah.
aspect of mental age. Where I'm talking about, the reason I said throughout my whole 20s, I was like, I'm gonna end up marrying a European girl, kind of as a joke, but kind of I've spent years living in Europe. All right, I've lived in Europe many times in my life. lived in France for a little bit. I lived in Italy for a little while. Now I've lived in Sweden for a little while. Of course, that was later in my life. But I always found that the mental fortitude of, everyone I met in Europe kind of was a few years older than American, because
Interesting.
it feels like we're coddled a little more here. We don't grow in age because we're treated like children, and then we're treated like teenagers instead of just being treated like human beings and being, introduced to things. I mean, there's naked people in ads on the subways in France. It's like you see it and it's just like, okay, well, whatever, it exists.
In South America, there were like 12-year-old boat captains and stuff.
Exactly.
8-year-old boat
Right.
captains.
They're
and
raised as
9-year-olds.
like, all right, look, you got to be prepared for life,
Yeah.
or else you get screwed.
Like little kids. They would
Little
be,
kids.
like, piloting your boat.
That's not the way it is
running
here.
the show.
Here, they're like, live your little child life, and it's like,
And I bring it up very frequently, but I think the foods in America are maybe stunting mental acuity.
Interesting.
There's
like
this one
processed food or
Yeah,
something.
potassium bromate. Have you ever heard of that? They put it in dough. It's like a leavening agent in dough that helps it rise. And
Okay.
It's been linked to carcinogen, like
Interesting.
cancer causing, all across the world. So it's
Yeah.
banned throughout Europe.
Yeah,
But in the
Europe
United
bans a
States-
lot of stuff, like high fructose corn syrup. That's not in
Oh,
sodas
it's
out there.
banned. It's
I don't know.
fascinating.
I don't know if it's banned, but sodas in Europe don't have it in it.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
use sugar.
There's another one, sucralose, which may or may not. I mean, there's aspartame, which was
Aspartame.
like used to be a rat poison until
Yeah, and
Rumsfeld ran
if
it
you
through.
like, what is it? If you leave it in like a hot can, it turns into like you can drink it and it causes cancer.
And BPA, bipyrosphenol, is
Like
in
all this
plastic.
stuff.
If it hits sunlight in your water, it can
Right.
become like I don't know what exactly. It's very, very bad for your endocrine system. I don't know if it's considered a carcinogen or not. But that stuff could be depleting the ability for American
knows?
bodies to age.
Right.
Did you ever play Rimworld?
RimWorld?
Yeah, it's like a simulation,
Sounds
kind of like
familiar.
The Sims in space.
Never played it,
and
no.
You're on a colony, and like stuff just keeps happening to your colony. People attack it. People get sick with dysentery.
Okay.
There's
So,
two different
like
ages.
Oregon Trail in space.
Yeah, with like 3D
Cool.
graphics. It's very fun. Very,
Okay.
very fun. Probably one of the best games on Steam.
Cool.
Best games on Steam if you like simulation games. There's your cryogenic age, and then your actual biological age. So people go into cryo freezing at like age 24, and they'll be 170 because their body's been alive that many years, but they're only the age of a 24-year-old genetically.
Interesting.
And I look at Solar
kinda looks
Age.
cool.
This game is really good. One guy developed it,
Nice.
and they just came out of early access like a year ago.
Oh, so it's new.
Yeah, it's been around since like 2012. He's been developing it.
Okay.
And people have been playing it and modding it. It's really one of the best simulation colony builders I've ever played. Ever. It's based off called Dwarf Fortress. You ever hear that one?
Yes, I've heard of that also.
You
Never
give your
played it.
guys like priorities of their things, and then they go
Yeah.
and they all do it on their own. And you just kind of
Interesting.
watch them interact. And
Okay.
then you can take control of guys and make them do stuff individually if you want to.
Fun.
So, but that got me thinking a lot about the difference of aging, of genetic age and solar age. It's like my body's been around the sun 42 times, but because of low stress or I don't eat a lot, just in general, I don't eat a lot of sugar. I try and like take this nicotinamide mononucleotide, this life extension stuff that they're working on at Harvard.
Yeah.
And my genes haven't seemed to have not been aging as rapidly as some people.
Some people
Because sometimes I'll look at someone, I'll be like, oh, I think they're like 50. And
Yeah.
they'll be like 38 or 30. And
Yeah.
okay, so their body's aged more. The DNA has been aged, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Degraded more or something.
Well, I went to high school with somebody, and they were like fully bald, and they looked like a 50-year-old man. They looked like a teacher, and they dressed like a teacher. It was like, wow, like how did that happen? That you're in high school and you look like you're a 50-year-old man.
It could literally be genetic damage. Like
True.
these telomeres, or I think that's how you pronounce it. The end caps of the chromosomes are these. And so when the chromosomes, basically what a chromosome is a bunch of DNA that packs itself up
Okay.
into what they call a chromosome. And then the chromosome splits, is in the cell, and it splits this big packet of DNA information wrapped into this chromosome splits. And the new chromosomes then unpack back into the DNA and continue. But if the new cell doesn't have enough energy because your protein, your sirtuins didn't measure it properly, then they clip off the end caps of the chromosomes to compensate for the energy loss. And that's what they call aging. That's as far as they can pinpoint right now, like David Sinclair out of Harvard, that seems to be
Right.
what is considered aging. And lots of things can cause the telomeres to, pardon me if I'm getting that wrong, please correct me, to degrade, like stress, environmental stuff. But I mean, apparently it's not inevitable.
Yeah. So, do you think that I know this word? Okay, this word is very it's a naughty word, but I don't care because I feel like that's the reason why people talk about this adrenochrome.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Okay, so supposedly the elites harvest adrenochrome from like babies or something, and like it's like some sort of. There was a study that I saw that there was like drinking blood from like youth or extracting something and like injecting it into yourself extends life or revitalizes those chromosomes that when they split off they don't have enough energy. It's because you're getting older. But then it revitalizes that.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true or not.
They say that
conspiracy YouTube.
The sirtuin that is responsible for measuring the energy of the cell before it divides is called sirtuin 3. There's like 5 sirtuins in your body, the different types of proteins. And that one you have a lot of, your body makes a lot of when you're young. And as you get older, it slows down the growth of those.
Okay.
So you have less of this protein that's able to measure the energy. So when the cells split, your sirtuin you may not have the right amount of sirtuins to measure the energy. So one may not. But throughout history, people have been eating human bodies. They've been cannibalizing, sacrificing people, eating their hearts, drinking blood. Maybe there is something to it. I don't know. I've never heard of anyone living past, except for these like fringe cases in like Asia. Where you're like, I've heard they're 200 or 300 years old, but there's no like documentation about it. In the Bible, they would say, I lived to be 1,000, but you could just tell someone that and they didn't know.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't really any writing or anything.
That's true.
Or a lack of writing.
I mean, if you're a place of authority back then, it's like people really just kind of... They were taught to believe authority, right?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
The church, you ever hear that conspiracy theory that the church in like 780 was like, okay, everyone, it's the year 1000. And for the last 250 years, we've been conquering all of Europe. And Charlemagne came and unified it under the church. The church has been, and everyone was like, oh,
Okay.
They didn't know any better, so they just accepted it.
Well, just like the New Year was April 1st for a long time.
Interesting.
And in the 1500s, I did this yesterday because it was April 1st. It turns out they made a declaration that January 1st would become the New Year.
Whoa.
And they just shifted and they created the Gregorian calendar and then called everyone April Fools because they didn't.
Oh, wow.
They didn't hear the news that the beginning of the year changed.
Whoa,
so that's
it's a guilt trip.
basically.
Whoa.
It's like, ha, you're a fool, but it's like really, you guys just changed all the rules and didn't. Everyone doesn't know the rules yet. The
Leave
new rules.
it to the authorities to write the past.
So, yeah, but growing old. Do you think that eventually humans will be able to live forever?
Well,
like, do you think that they're going to uncover it? Obviously, you're paying attention to these studies.
Forever, I don't know. But I think that we'll start aging like 30% slower, 50% slower. I've heard that if you can live till you're 50, you're going to live till you're 500. Anecdotally, I've heard that from like Aubrey de Grey, also another life extensions guy. He's got really long hair, cool guy.
Cool.
I think once we get off the Earth and there's less gravity, because I think gravity is a huge DNA stressor. That in space we'll be able to live a lot longer.
It is constantly pulling on us.
Yeah.
We're constantly fighting gravity.
And in a way, from what we read about trees, they need stress to grow. Like if they don't have wind resistance and gravity, they'll crumple from atrophy.
Interesting.
But it also is a big stressor,
Yeah.
gravity. So maybe once we're in deep space with low stress.
So just fire makes you stronger. It's like without that fire, what would we become?
We may
then?
become very frail. Like
Have you seen
long,
The Expanse?
Wide and frail. No.
So in The Expanse, there's these group of humans called the Belters, all right, where they have been born and raised out in the asteroid belt where they mine the asteroids. And they become known as Belters because they're tall and thin and can't handle, like there's a scene where there was a spy, a Belter came to Earth to try to spy, and they caught him and they were holding him just simply they had straps, and they put him on straps, and he wasn't strapped in, he was just hanging on the wall.
Wow.
But gravity itself was pulling.
Yeah.
So he was being tortured by just the gravity of Earth because he was on Earth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they grow not knowing what it's like. The body can't handle gravity of Earth. So, I don't know about how it extends life. Or anything, but
my theory would be, or my supposition would be that because of the lack of stress, it would be easier on the cardio system, but we would become more frail.
Yeah.
So if we had physical trauma, we'd be more likely to die from it. That's
True.
another problem.
True.
Is the tragedy of accidents. And if we were supposed to live 1,000 years and then stupidly at the age of 28 someone got hit by a car, it's
right.
So
or someone attacks them and
stupid violence,
whatever, it doesn't matter.
Regeneration is amazing. Bringing people back from the dead.
We do regenerate. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
Our bodies are amazing.
Yeah,
as a skateboarder, I fall all the time, and I'm
the other day
always nicking myself.
there
you go.
I tried to slide in on the big ramp downstairs with a glass of water. I just jumped in. I was like, I'll slide down like a cartoon character.
And then
I was like, I didn't want to spill the water.
Oh, and you got some rug burn, ramp burn, I guess.
Yeah, but it's been regenerating. You can feel it tingle.
It's cool,
as
right?
It's growing.
Yeah. I'm always amazed by the power of the body regenerating. And I hear as you get older, it slows down.
Yeah,
and I have noticed that, actually.
I don't know why. I would like to study the regeneration process. That I don't know much about. It might have something to do also with these proteins, the sirtuins, and the DNA regrowth.
Or even just how long a year is. So you've been around, you've had 42 years of experience.
Mm-hmm.
So a year for you, in comparing to how many years you've had, 1 year is kind of a small amount.
Yeah.
But an 8-year-old only had 8 years to compare what a year is. So it feels like a long time, 8 years.
Right.
But you've been 42 years. So you're like, okay, 1 year is a small percent. It's only, what is that? 2%? 2% of your life is 1 year.
Yeah, and it's I've lived 500% longer than that 8-year-old,
right?
Thereabout, or 400% longer, I guess you would say.
So years are starting to whip by.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I smoked a lot of weed in my 20s, and man, did the years whip by when I was stoned every day. And that may be part of why I wasn't aging. I may have been in a mental stasis, like a physical stasis, because I wasn't stressing. I mean, my stressor was THC.
Stress itself is definitely huge and I think that same way. I mean, I actually did smoke also a lot in my 20s, but the key, smoking or not, you said it though, it's the not stressing about things. I think that is really important because people stress themselves out. Like even doing this show was stressing me out for a while because I was like constantly like trying to find 5 segments to like, you know, and then research them all. And it was taking like all of my waking hours to just, you know, and that's why I've been doing less segments. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Some people actually have asked like, oh, he's doing shorter shows. And it's like, I needed to for my sanity. Like I can't do these long shows, especially when I don't have, you know, like a co-host that can research with me. It's like I'm doing it on my own, that it's just like it's causing me stress, and I'm like I gotta slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, sanity and physical health,
definitely,
100%. There's mental stress, there's dietary stress. Like if you eat a lot of salt, my experience, if I ate a lot of salt and meat combined, my hair would start to get thin and like wiry, and then start to turn white.
Interesting.
And if I would cut the meat and salt out and go back to green vegetable, for whatever reason, the green, like dark green magnesium would start to turn my hair brown again and start to give it like oil. The oil would come back again. Wow. And I've seen it change. Like I've been like, oh, if I keep eating this stuff, my hair's going to go gray.
But isn't your hair already grown out?
Nah, well, yeah, but there are oils being seeped into it constantly from underneath the scalp.
Okay.
I think the magnesium is part of how you keep your hair dark.
I'm starting to notice some grays here. If you guys can, I got some little lines of gray.
Do you ever yank the white ones out?
Nah.
I wonder why. Every once in a while, I'll get a white hair and I'll be like, why is it white?
I think they look really cool. I enjoy my beard. I might have like a strip of white eventually.
That's kind of awesome.
I think that would be really dope, actually.
That would actually, like, you know, Jack Murphy's beard.
Yeah,
incredible. Dude.
Did you see the Chad meme that people made from him?
No.
Oh, it's awesome. Do you know the Chad, like,
is that the one where he's like, no?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So it's Jack Murphy's face, and it's just like he
is the ultimate Chad.
He like that is
he
Jack
embodies
Murphy.
The masculine.
He really is. It's just like who's the most masculine person you know?
Highly recommend looking at Jack Murphy's beard if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Jack Murphy's is great. All right. Well, that was cool talking about aging. It's
this Harvard.
It's very cool. I feel like we can go, but we have some segments. I want to at least talk to you about this World War stuff. This is nuts.
This is crazy.
So the reason why I called it World War III, because I mean, for a year, Tim and I were arguing like, no, it's not going to go to World War. And he's like, man, I don't know. And then it's like, is it going to be Civil War? And I'm like, nah, man, it's not going to go to Civil War. But then I was constantly like, well, China is actually kind of poised to potentially, I don't know what's going on. Like, they're taking over the South China Sea. And actually, that's happening right now. They have over 200 fishing vessels. They're called fishing vessels, but they're outfitted with military personnel, with guns, and they're fully armed. So they're not fishing vessels, but they're in the South China Sea pushing on, I believe, the Philippines. I'm not sure exactly what country they're pushing on, but it's one of the shoals they're trying to take over. And it's like, you don't just send 200 military vessels, fishing vessels. That's what China claims that there's fishing vessels. But if you look at the pictures, they're lined up like in a row with armed personnel on them. It's like, okay, they're not fishing.
The original troops the United States sent into Vietnam were called advisors.
Oh, really?
For many years, they were advisors under Kennedy.
Sure. Yeah.
They had weapons.
Advisors. Yeah. So this is nuts. And there's lots of stuff going on. All right. So that's the first thing. All right. China's pushing into the South China Sea. This has been happening. All right. They've been doing this. And now they're sending those fishing boats, to push further and further into the sea. And then I got all sorts of different things that's going on. Check this out. Taiwan reveals it's producing long-range missiles. So it's straight up producing, look at this. They've begun mass production of long-range missiles and is developing 3 other models. A senior official said Thursday in a rare admission of efforts to develop strike capacity amid growing Chinese pressure. China, which claims democratic Taiwan is its own territory, has stepped up military activity near the island as it tries to force the government in Taipei to accept Beijing's claim of sovereignty. Taiwan's armed forces, dwarfed by China's, are in the midst of modernization program to offer a more efficient deterrent, including the ability to hit back at bases deep within China in the event of a conflict. So they're basically saying, try us, China. We're making these. We will strike. That's crazy. Yeah. Look, I mean, this is happening right now.
This is like the Republic of China, which is their old government before the communists took over, and then they fled to Taiwan. So this is, I mentioned on Timcast's show a couple nights ago that I thought, and it was really kind of weird to come out of my mouth, that the thing to do, if justice would be served, Hong Kong would go back to the Chinese because that was the deal. And if the British renege on that deal, then they're in the wrong. The Chinese have been slighted. The deal is to give the country back to the Chinese. And I said that stuff, and people were like, no, Taiwan is real China. The Republic of China is China. The Communist Party took over that country. It is not China. It does not deserve Hong Kong. And that, I started thinking, they're right.
Yeah.
The Chinese Communist Party is not China.
Correct. I agree with that.
And Taiwan is the right, probably, I think, the righteous Chinese government.
Yeah.
If we gave Hong Kong to Taiwan, China would 100% invade.
Absolutely.
100%. And it would be so
100%.
fast from all sides.
Absolutely.
It would be a siege.
Probably.
But probably spark a world war.
Well, oh my gosh, I'm not even done. That was 2 examples of what's going on right now militarily. Check this out. It gets crazier. Inter-Korean missile race may leave North Korea with tactical nuclear weapons. All right, North Korea has surged ahead during recent years in an inter-Korean arms race that has led to a proliferation of short-range missiles on the peninsula and left Pyongyang closer than ever to deploying tactical nuclear weapons. This was written on March 2 days ago. Okay, so they are working and pushing forward, and that's frightening. All right, because North Korea, I don't know. I have no idea. North Korea is basically a wild card.
Yeah.
Nobody can control them. They're doing their own thing, and they are proudly saying, "We're doing our own thing. Don't F with us."
And they're like underground. They're an underground nation.
Exactly. They definitely don't want anyone coming in and finding out what's going on there.
And they can handle nuclear strikes probably like a lot of other countries can't.
What do you mean they can handle it?
They realized they couldn't defeat the United States in an open conflict during the Vietnam War. I mean, during the Korean War, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And after the Korean War, they started building underground civilization.
Wow.
That's why when you look at Korea, it looks barren. We don't know much about it, except that there's a lot of evidence to show that they have a huge kingdom underground.
Interesting.
Ready for nuclear war.
Wow, I had no idea about that. That's interesting. And now so that's that. Okay, they've been prepping since the Korean War, which was what, 40 years ago? I don't know.
It was
what
1950s, in the 1950s,
70 years ago, 60, 70 years. Jeez, long time ago. Now this is even crazier. All right, Russia's moving tanks upon tanks. I don't know if you've seen this. Look.
Jeez.
So this is in a train station. I don't know where it's at, in Luhansk. They're moving them out there. Here's a crazier.
Крым хуярят, блядь.
Look at this.
Да.
These are Russian tanks.
Russian tanks being moved towards Ukraine. And I saw this and I was like, well, I mean, I've seen that in the States where they're moving like U.S., the Guard, National Guard, moving stuff around. And this is the timing of this. Okay, when you start digging into it, I'm gonna come back to this article because I want to bring up this. And I was like, I don't know if this is real. I gotta check this out. Someone showed me this on Twitter. The Donetsk People's Republic, a conscription order has been announced for those aged between 18 and 27-year-old. That means they're drafting people into the army. And I'm like, what is going on? And it's like, it's true. I found an article about it. It's like, I don't know. I try to look into it. There's not a lot coming out from that area, because people are too stuck complaining about what gender they are, and Rachel Maddow's haircut instead of worrying about the world at war. They said they're carrying a draft of citizens born between 1994 and 2003, not in reserve, and subjected to draft in accordance with the law on conscription and military service. And I'm like, what is going on? Why? And then this article here, this is from Zero Henge. It's because, where does it say here? All right, so it turns out the Ukrainian president, Volodymyr Zelensky, essentially signed a declaration of war against Russia on March 24th. The document he signed is known as Decree Number 117/2021. You won't read anything about it, and he's translated it here. This is the actual decree here, and it's obviously not in English. Okay, but this is the decree, and it translates here. In accordance to Article 107 of the Constitution of Ukraine, I decree, 1, to put in effort to the decision of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine on March 11th on the strategy of deoccupation and reintegration of the temporary occupied territory of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol. I don't know if I say that correctly.
That's right. Sevastopol. That's how
Sevastopol. 2, to approve the strategy and deoccupation of reintegration of the temporary occupied territory of the Autonomous Republic of Crimea and the city of Sevastopol. Control over the implementation of the decision of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine enacted by this decree shall be vested in the security of the National Security and Defense Council of Ukraine. This decree shall enter into force on the day of its publication. So he publishes this, and essentially this decree makes it official policy of the government of Ukraine to retake Crimea from Russia.
Wow.
Okay, and now we're seeing Russia sending all of these tanks to the border. So what do you think's going to happen now? You know, what's next?
It's what will happen if the Ukrainians invade Crimea is that the Chinese will immediately invade Taiwan or Hong Kong.
Right.
There'll be a global move to invade all these little things that people want.
Precisely.
And then there'll be a split, and some people will call themselves the defenders of justice. And it'll probably be like the U.S., France, England, Australia, same as this World War II crap.
Exactly.
And I don't want to see the Russians and the Chinese forced to defend themselves together, because if the Russians aren't involved with the Americans in some sort of conflict with China, we're not going to win it.
Well, Russia's basically came out and been like, America's a joke. Look at Biden. Biden's a joke. Like, come debate me live. I bet you can't handle it.
If the Russians,
and he's right. Our president right now is a joke. Hey, Joe Biden, you're a joke.
I think you're right, unfortunately.
I know.
He's weak.
He is.
Old, and he's weak because he's... And it's not old. It's not his age. It's not the number. It's his genetic age. That's like we were talking about earlier.
Precisely.
His mind is different than it was 15 years ago.
Absolutely.
It's not quick like it used to be.
Absolutely. He's lost its edge. He should not be in president right now. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
An honest media would be calling him out every second and be like, why is this? How is this?
An honest media. That right there. We certainly don't have that. But what I want to point out is, like, look at what happened in World War II. Okay, you had Germany. Obviously, we know who was running Germany and all that. But then you also had Japan, who was making moves. Now, they didn't work together, okay? But Japan was making its own moves, and Germany was making its own moves. So we had two huge powers making moves, causing a global disruption.
You actually had Italy also invading
North
Africa.
I didn't even think about Italy.
Started off, to be honest. Mussolini's fascism inspired Hitler to start behaving like a psycho and being like, hey, he's doing it. Yep. So it's not that. So Mussolini,
but they were working
Northeast
together. Also, they started. They ended up joining forces, and so imagine if Japan actually joined forces with them. They didn't. So that might be a completely different outcome. If they hit up Germany and said, "Hey, I see what you're doing. Let's join forces and coordinate," and they didn't. Thank goodness.
They kind of did.
As far as I know,
they became the Axis power together.
Right, but unintentionally.
Italy basically was taken over by Germany, more or less. Germany ran its military pretty much. Hitler was like, "You're going to become a puppet state of us now.
Right.
Try me." And Mussolini was like, "I don't like this." Was really hated Hitler by the end of the war. It was like, he's a psycho. He's lost his. They were both psychos.
But now
Japan stayed
what's
kind of
on now,
autonomous.
That said, I'm just comparing now. So it's like, if Russia invades Ukraine now, right? They took Crimea already.
They invaded Ukraine like 4 years ago.
Right. What's to stop them from doing it now? Like, they took Crimea, and what did anyone do on this planet? Nobody did anything. They were like, well, Russians took Crimea by force. And it's like, okay, I get it. Like, you know, people don't want to go to war. And it's like, okay, well, they just declared war on a country and took it over. Isn't that how it works? I declare war on you. All right, I'm going to come take you over. All right, the war has won. I've won because what you have is mine. You know, I'm going to go declare war on your bedroom. And I go and, like, take your bed out, put my bed in, and then eventually I live there. And like, isn't that how it works? Like,
Yeah,
that's what.
that's conquest.
Why do people go to war? Because they conquer the other person.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Sometimes it's a genocide.
Yeah.
You just want to kill everything there, but often it's conquest.
Yep.
And in this case, it was with Crimea. They wanted a beach.
Yep.
The southern beach. I mean, Putin joked about it. Now we have a beautiful beach.
Yeah.
Russia needed one.
It's like, yeah, but you also took people's land. I thought we were past that. Are we not past that? Guess what? We're
No,
not
we're
past
not.
that. And guess who else is doing it? China. Now, this is like there is absolutely no silver lining here. Okay, war sucks always, 100%. If there were to be a silver lining, it's that China is also trying to take Russian land.
Oh my God.
They are trying to take over. I don't remember what city it's called, but they're pushing. China's pushing on Russia.
Jeez, in World War II, the Germans and the Russians had a pact in the beginning that they wouldn't attack each other, and they would split Poland up between them, and they basically did in the early years from 1939. And then Germany invaded Russia like an idiot. Like they just couldn't contain their imperial. And it seems like China's kind of similar. Like if it's invading Russia, then Russia's
CCP.
not gonna,
I mean, they wanna run the planet.
could you imagine?
They came out and said it.
An ethno state.
They need America weak, or they have no chance. And guess what they're doing? Look at America right now. Who thinks that we're as? You know what? I've never wanted to wear this beanie more than I do right now,
It's coming. It's coming.
dude. I haven't worn
yeah.
this beanie in a while.
Make
But,
America
dude,
great again.
I haven't wanted to
again?
wear this beanie in so long. Right now, this is everyone should be rocking this beanie.
Yeah, and
Because America is not strong anymore. What the hell?
It's like if you don't use your muscle, you lose your muscle. It
Exactly.
atrophies. And this country's constitution is a muscle to be tweaked. And if
Yep.
if we just sit on it and let it be like an 1850s translation of what it could be, like we have an internet age, we need to evolve this constitution to incorporate all these new
Yes.
companies and laws. Like
It's a new world that we are using antiquated BS government programs, and just like the way of life has changed. The internet has changed human society.
you would love the Manila Principles.
What's
And,
that?
Check them out. It's an internet constitution, more or less. It's 6 principles to utilize to keep a free and open internet. And I think we could look at these and maybe integrate these into the Constitution of the United
this it?
States. Yeah.
So what is this?
This is, I think it comes from the Free Software Foundation. I could be wrong, but it's a group of internet activists. And I don't know
Okay.
exactly who's involved, but they've created these 6 main
Cool.
ideas to
Yeah.
keep internet free, communication free on the internet.
This is a segment unto itself.
Yeah,
We should
Maybe
we'll talk about that.
for sure.
You don't have much time left.
No, I'm going to bounce about 7:10.
I'm not going to go to these other subjects. I want to just read some super chats with
Nice.
you. I mean,
What's
so
up, everybody?
so Ian's got to leave even earlier now. I don't know
Prepping for the show, getting comfortable with the guests.
I think a lot of people know yesterday or last week there was some discrepancies in the force. Whatever. There was some drama that happened. Whatever. Now everyone has to be up at Timcast IRL. It sucks.
a little early.
I
feel good things.
I stay on the fact that I think you should just do my show on Fridays.
I think we should do like a mid-afternoon, maybe a 5 o'clock show. Go for an hour and a half. 2
Who?
hours.
Which,
Me
me?
and you, whoever, me. I don't
Nah,
know.
I can't do that to
Whatever.
myself.
Too early.
Because no, I'm prepping for my show.
What if your show just becomes light prep, couple, and then we just hang out for an hour and a half?
I mean,
2 hours.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Something, I don't know.
But I want to
Not
read.
rushed.
I want to read some super chats
But
because
the-
it is your birthday.
The
and I have a
rushing,
feeling
that
everyone-
like sense of urgency kind of adds to the excitement of the show. Also, thank you by the way for reading the super chat.
YouTube just deleted all the super chats.
Why?
They're all gone.
No, is it because of what we're talking
They're
about?
literally all gone.
Is it
Look
'cause
at that. They're gone.
What?
That's all right. I know how to find them.
Oh, good. Oh,
Goodness
so it's a
sakes.
glitch.
YouTube, what up? What YouTube hates me, man.
I've seen. Is that because of the content of the video, or
Probably.
is it a glitch?
I don't know, man. Who
Or is it-
knows?
if people in the chat were saying things that upset
see,
the
where are we
algorithm.
Okay, wait. Okay, I found it here. Okay. Don't worry, people. I found your super chats. Here we go. Robert Wiles says, I just had my first appointment to start my new fake leg, my second one in 3 years, since my first one in 8 years, 6 months was made. Wow, so 8 years. So getting a nice new one to probably fit your changing body. Everyone changes. So good. I'm glad you're getting a new one. Good to hear, Robert. Potato Master says, "Hey,
What up?
hey, hey." Gerald says, "Man, the Russians are forming up near Ukraine." Yes, they are. Yep, dude, they're gonna take Ukraine, man. That's what I think. Gerald says, "As Vince McMahon once said, life sucks and then you die." Is that Vince McMahon who said that?
That's the guy who runs the WWE, right?
Yeah.
Creator and co-counsel.
Yeah, and he used to actually be out there too. Blackblade says, "Today I am reunited with my wife and son after 7 months. We had a proper family again." Cheers, guys. That's amazing, Blackblade. Nice. That's some stellar news that deserves a spin. Ian,
Let's spin it.
would you like to spin the UFO?
This is for you, Blackblade, and your family. Congratulations.
Nobody else look. This is only for Blackblade.
Look at that thing.
Dang. That UFO is like, "I want to spin."
Feel the gyration.
Nice. Mark says, "Ian is an awesome co-host for Adamcast. Ian is a horrid co-host for Timcast."
A cord co-host?
Co-host. Horrid.
A horrid, yeah.
Horrid.
I'm not really a I guess technically I'm a co-host. I'm more of a sidekick on that show.
Yeah.
Like,
Be accurate.
yeah. Like I'm like
Tim is the
Tails
host.
to Sonic.
Everyone
On this show,
else
it's more like a
is just kind of
like a conversation between just the two of us. Just the two of us.
We can make it. If
Up
we
there, I'm like the
try.
oil in the engine.
Serious Beans says, "Or you're the oil and the wrench."
Yes.
Be honest.
I am the fluid that
You're
causes
more
the combustion.
you're more the wrench than the oil, but
I'll do it.
Serious Business says, "MAGA PP Energy Dime for each year Ian has been alive," and that's a 420. Right on.
Nice.
Okay, I like that. 42. And it's fitting for you, 420. So
It is.
Abigail says, "Happy birthday, Ian."
Thank you, Abigail. Thank you.
Lance York says, "Tea time with two long hairs from another fellow long hair. What is up?"
Oh, nice.
Hello,
dude.
Lance. Thank you very much. Brewmaster Monk says, "Ian, you're rad.
Thanks,
What do you
man.
guys think about nationalizing the Fed and creating a hemp-backed dollar? Also, thoughts on the Libre 5, the open-sourced hardware phone with the switch to turn off tracking?" Okay, that Brewmaster Monk, my goodness, what are you trying to... He's got to leave in like...
You want to do another segment?
He's got to leave in 3 minutes, Brewmaster.
Wow, I don't know about the new Libra thing. Cool.
Okay. I'm going to give you 15 seconds to answer nationalizing the Fed and creating a hemp-backed dollar. Go.
Hemp-backed dollar, interesting concept as long as we have lots of other dollars. You could nationalize the Fed, but I think you should also have other types of Feds that could be private or nationalized, so don't stop there.
10 seconds. You did a good job.
Thanks,
Nailed it. All right. Jonathan Powell says, "Look up Byte Labs. So gross. I don't know if I want to." Jonathan Powell says, "Have you watched Jamie Kennedy's channel on here?" No, I don't think so. Dixon says, "I work for an attorney that represented little people. He was our imp lawyer. By the way, happy birthday, Ian. Long live and prosper." Live long and prosper.
Absolutely.
Live long and prosper.
What's up, Spock?
Mark G says, "Okay, how long are you going to keep this facade up? It's obvious that Ian is an android, slow aging, constantly talking about crypto, graphene, and getting off this planet. Obvious android, it's obvious."
I've gone through phases where I was like, I will download my consciousness into a machine.
Would you do
I
it?
would be the first human to do it.
You would do it?
Yeah, what the heck?
And just like play video games?
All day. I'd play like
You
30
play
games at once.
At once, yeah, I was just saying. You're like, "I would become the boss."
Yes, I would be like Job from the Lawnmower Man, but I'd be a good guy, I think.
No, you wouldn't.
Don't strip my
I've
morality.
played Red Dead Redemption online with you.
No, I would,
and
yes.
you would not be
I would
the
be both the good
you're like,
and the
"I would cut
evil.
your head off."
I will
Jeez.
exist all as once.
Georgie says, "Hello, I'm from Balkans. BG, near us is Ukraine and Russia. War soon can start. Did you guys check this out? We're really worried." I'm really worried for you too, Georgie. I know. I went over that. I mean, I am seriously worried that Russia is going to attack Ukraine now because Ukraine basically said, "We're going to retake Crimea," or take Crimea, reincorporate Crimea. It's
Liberate it. Take
liberate
it.
it.
Back.
Yeah, it's like that's them basically. And they initiated a draft to bring in young kids, in like 18 to 27-year-olds, fighting abled bodies. Like, what does that mean other than, all right, we're going to war?
If Ukraine invades Crimea, it's not even, if they try to liberate Crimea, I'm afraid that the Russians will use that as impetus to conquer the entire country.
Maybe.
Like just seize the government,
That's
seize the capital.
Yep. All right, fine. You guys are gonna You guys are going to try to take our land? Well, we're just going to take your land. It's frightening, man. It is. Seriously, it's frightening. And here's someone that lives out there and is worried. I don't blame you. I would be worried if I lived out there also. Robert says, I'll let you know once my new leg is done. Can't believe how fast I grew out of the first leg. Now I'm on my second one. Be blessed. You both. Happy birthday.
Legs of what?
He's got a fake. He lost a leg. He's got a fake leg.
So you're growing them? Is that what you're saying?
No. He's getting a new one fitted, I believe.
Interesting. A new size.
New prosthetic, yeah.
Nice, dude.
Reveresco says, happy Friday, happy Easter. Been looking for the streams. Have you thought about having Gothix on your channel? She's a great YouTuber with a great message, and I think you guys would vibe. Yeah, I have thought about it, and she does have a good vibe. Yeah, if anyone can link us, that would be fantastic. Andy Plays Game says, hey guys, I'll cut to the chase. I have a weird ability. I believe I can voluntarily activate my fight or flight response. I made a video with me doing it on this channel, and I would love to get your take on it. That's kind of interesting.
That's very
Trigger your fight or flight response. Huh.
Powerful ability.
Yeah, interesting. Bruno Sotorio says, I had a stroke when I was 23. Wow, I'm 25 now. When it happened, I saw multiple versions of my hands at once. Time made zero sense to me. It reminds me of what Christians describe as the spiritual world. Interesting.
Wow.
When the body's dying, it's when your brain recognizes that it's not getting enough oxygen to survive and releases DMT. And that's the release of DMT is triggered by the brain atrophying from oxygen. So when Air Force pilots are training and they're in that centrifuge, a lot of them pass out, and they all report of seeing the dream world.
Oh,
and they've studied this. There's a little bit of DMT that gets released because they pass out because the brain isn't getting enough oxygen.
Have you ever had lucid dreams?
No,
they're really incredible because if
you know you're dreaming.
Yeah, and you'll say I'm flying, and then you start flying. The walls are green, and then the walls become green, and you have full control of your reality.
That's cool. I wish I've done that.
It comes down to your breathing. It seems to be your oxygen levels. If you breathe out too much, the world will start to shake, kind of like Inception, and be like rip itself apart.
Wow.
So you breathe. I could tell because I was awake and asleep at the same time, and I knew and I could feel if I breathe out too fast, the world would begin to rupture. So you kind of slow your breathing must have something to do with the oxygenation and the DMT.
Interesting. Potato Masher says, check out Ukraine, Donetsk, and Luhansk regions going hot, and artillery strikes, bombardments. They're already getting bombarded with artillery strikes? I don't know if this is true. I certainly would have talked about that in my segment that we were just talking about. What's going on? That's nuts. I haven't seen that, so I will look into that. I certainly hope not, but it's to be expected as what we're seeing. Tony says you should have Joshua Phillip from the Crossroads channel. He's a great journalist. Have him on with Ian. Joshua works with the Epic Times. I know. I love his Crossroads channel. He does great work. I agree. I watch him sometimes. Yeah, he's great. I would love to have him on. If anyone can link us, that would be fantastic. He's always welcome on. Kafir says, hey, why are we still memeing the right leaders of sock media sites? How long do you think CEO B will take the fall for CEO A's screw-ups? Hint, hint. I'm not sure what that means. Sock media. What is that?
I'm not following.
SOC media? CEO B will take the fall for CEO A's.
That means like the fake, like this, like if a company makes another company and the CEO of the smaller company is taking the, like Google's CEO taking the hit for Alphabet's actions.
I see.
Maybe that's what you're.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, SOC, like a sock puppet.
Right, sock media.
Maybe.
Sorry, man, I don't know. Georgie says huge artillery strikes at the moment. Oh my gosh,
Jeez.
Multiple people.
Well, there we go.
So this is literally going on right now as we're talking about.
I don't want the United States to get involved. This is making me nervous.
I mean,
but
so what do we do?
You know,
it's like we have people taking over other countries.
We have
what do we wait?
We hire a president that can speak multiple languages.
There was a huge fight in the World War II. Like Dr. Seuss was making fun of American First people, saying that we got to go help fight. And it's weird that Dr. Seuss got canceled because he was the one fighting for us to go fight and help.
Yeah, they did not want to get involved in World War II.
Dude, they did not. I mean, America First was huge in World War II. They're like, well, we're not involved. America First. We got to worry about here.
The first thing I thought when you were telling me about these Taiwanese missiles is that the United States was building these missiles and giving them to Taiwan. Now Taiwan's like, we're making the missile, just like the British were using.
Are
the
they
American
making their
weapons.
own? Like, right. Who's actually
that Lend-Lease program that the Americans instilled with the British before World War
I
II?
can't believe they're actually that. I didn't know that their artillery strikes
the
right
super
now.
chats are back, so that was a glitch.
No, not all of them. These are all new.
That's so weird. I gotta bounce,
You got to go.
my man.
Guys, everyone, I thank you for all the birthday wishes. Just
so much.
I know Ian goes back and listens to the super
I
chats.
do. I listened to the whole show last time. The
Oh,
music
cool.
was splendid. I read the
Friday?
super chats. Yeah.
Or
2 Fridays ago.
2 Fridays
yeah.
ago. Okay, yeah. Last show was pretty awesome.
And I'll do it again tonight.
Dude, the chat is begging for you to say. I would love for him to just not do Tim's show and just rejoin me on Fridays. It's a sore subject. Don't look at me right now.
Oh, I love you too much.
It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
Taking the camera from you. Yeah, it sucks, man. I like having you as a co-host.
Oh, we should.
You're always welcome to become my co-host.
We should test
fully
the
and
card
just
game.
never do that show again.
You know, we've been
putting that in the air. Stop talking over me.
been
You know
teasing-
you're trying to ignore what I'm saying.
We
here.
should tease.
You know it's true.
I love you. We should. We teased the card game
just
a
leave.
little.
Just leave.
All right, everyone. Thanks for having me. I love you, sir.
All right, Ian. Happy
Bye,
birthday.
everyone.
Happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man.
Oh, man.
We should play the card game soon, like every day. We should start the schedule.
Okay.
I love you, Adam.
All right, Ian. Have a good day. I'll see you later, man. And then there was one. Jeez. My goodness. I can't believe that they're actually bombing right now. Artillery strikes. That really is a freaky thing, man. I want to check this out. Let's look at this. Ukraine hits. It's Ukraine that's doing the artillery strike. Goodness sakes. Okay, it's YouTube videos. I don't want to play YouTube videos. I guess there's not really going to be a lot of. Let's see. What's going on here? This was just loaded. It's only 1,000 views. I thought there might have been. Man, look at this. So are they? I wonder what they're striking. I mean, this is too early. Yeah, this is the caravans rolling in from all the Russian stuff. I mean, this is nuts. This is pretty crazy. I mean, this is what I was worried about. I mean, we were literally talking about it escalating into this. So Ukraine's gonna. That seems like they were announcing that they're gonna do it first. This is crazy. This is happening right now. So we were just talking about it, and wow. Goodness sakes. All right. Man, so if you're out there and you happen to be watching right now, be safe, because the people most vulnerable are the innocents in war. It's the people way up that are pulling the strings. They are not at risk. Okay, it's the innocents, it's the civilians. Man, this is sad. I really am. I'm kind of speechless right now. This is because this is what we were talking about, and I was worried that this was going to be the case, and it turns out that they're starting to attack already. Man, this is crazy. Mark G says, this is why you don't surrender your nukes and hope that U.S. and NATO will protect you. Oh, man, this beanie is hot. Love that beanie, and I love the message more than ever. Just got to take it off because it's hot in here. Reveresco says, the reason they don't talk about it is because they want to take us unaware. If you don't know it's coming, there's very little ability to fight back, and that might be the reason why they want to take our guns away. Blackwell Disco says, best day of the week. Hey, Adam, how would you feel if I did a mix of The Forge, not for release, just for fun? I mean, the internet is the internet. I can't stop you, right? I mean, just if you start making money on it, then I can. But if it's for fun, then it is for fun. Insight for the Ages says, gonna destroy Ukraine to hide Biden corruption. Man, it is... That's a hot take right there. Jeez. DJ Ronnie says, Ian episodes are among the best. Also, long live the ROC. I agree. I love having Ian on. He was my original co-host. That's all I'm going to say. Harrison Gray says, Adam, make sure this gets to Ian. May only have this little to spare, but hey, have to support the greatest of graphene guys. Happy birthday, Ian. He will see this later. Don't worry. Kyle says, happy birthday, Ian. What do you guys know about Paul Stamets and the healing effects of mushrooms, both culinary and the fun ones? I love mushrooms a lot. Mushrooms are fantastic. I know that the fun ones, as you say, have been used to help people with PTSD, and the medical aspects of it are very, very under researched. And I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things that we need to look at as far as like natural earth grown things, you know? And that's certainly one of them. Commander says, hey, Adam, Bergan again. As someone who served in South Korea during the crisis under Obama in 2010 and 11, I can confirm that North Korea is heavily invested in underground facilities. Our troops there are under constant threats from North Korean artillery in bunkers. Interesting. Thank you for that. Evan says, God, I miss that MAGA beanie. I mean, it means more now than ever, doesn't it? My goodness. Jeez. Turk says, bro, I remember when we got those 30K likes for the MAGA beanie. That was fun back then, and yet it's still fun on Adamcast. Rock on, good sir. Thank you, Turk. I know, I agree. It was certainly good memories, man. Saying 30,000 likes. Come on, chat. I love the chat over there. It's honestly, it's kind of sore subject, you know, that whole thing, because I didn't want that show to end. I loved the dynamic that Tim and I had. We had something special going on, and I did not want to leave. I'm just going to leave it there. Hey, Juan Raskan, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you so much. Gilgamesh's War Cat says, happy birthday, Graphene Gorilla. Throw them dice. 16. All right, we got our first daily dice roll. You guys know the deal. All right, there it is. I rolled the die. Unfortunately, it is not 16. Sorry, Cat. Wasn't 16. My bad. You're bad. You didn't get it. But I'm watching for chat. You guys will see if anyone gets it. Waiting to see the numbers rolling in. I'm gonna pop back into chat. See, we got Xylox Dragon says, I will super chat on a regular basis if you keep the Neanderthal on. Look, that is not up to me. I would love to have your super chats. I would love to have you showing up regularly to hang out. If he would actually join me as my co-host. Ian, I know you're watching this right now. Urgh. That's all I'm gonna. Nuclear, congratulations. It's 12. Nuclear has won many times. He's a fantastic guesser of the dice game. And for those wondering, I have two more of these dice here that I found down or at the other house. Like there was a bunch of stuff from the previous house, and I'm giving them away. I've already given out a couple of them, and if you guess the number, if you super chat me to roll and you guess the number correctly in the super chat, I'm gonna send it to you. I only have 2 left, so we'll see. Let's see. Says, Ian, you need to stay on this show. I enjoy you here much more. Did you hear that, Ian? Yeah. Just saying. Batgoat says, happy birthday, Ian. Hi, Adam. Hi, Batgoat. How you doing? Good to see you. Wanderer says, happy birthday, Ian. He's getting these. He's getting these. All right. He even said it himself that he'll be back on to, or he'll come and listen to the super chats for sure. Hey, you says, let's be honest. Tim is the host, co-host, and sometimes he's the guest of Timcast. That's funny. Hey, you. That's funny. Oh, I just had this crazy super chat jump. My goodness. VBDC, Venice Beach Dub Club says, what up to my same birthday buddy, Ian, from VBDC and all the Talkie Timer fam. Well, what up? Nice. Well, happy birthday to you there. I will spin the UFO. It's not spinning fast enough for all the birthday energy that's going on. There's some serious birthday energy. All right. The Magnum Express. Happy birthday, Ian. Adam, I will be rolling a D6 when you read this. You get one guess. If it's correct, my next super chat will be double. 5. All right, that's my guess. I guessed 5. I guess we won't know if it's going to be, if I got it or not, but who knows. Sandra says, just stay on Adam's show, Ian. Anne says, I in B. Hey, fellows. Always a pleasure. Watch the... Oh, Ian. Ian. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely always say your name wrong. But hello, Ian. Ian B. Welcome. Hey, fellas. Always a pleasure watching the show. I could use some advice. I'm caught in an awkward spot of moving into the world of my own, or on my own, and not sure what to do. Any words of wisdom to share? Happy birthday, Ian. Moving into the world on your own. Always believe in yourself, Ian. I mean, that is really the key. Never, ever give up on yourself. That is huge. Always believe that no matter how hard it gets or how many times you seemingly fail, it's only leading you closer to success. I think that's really key. Too many people give up and go back to what they think it's going to be easy. Who knows? But good luck. Pika Power says, are you a Christian? No, I don't know what I am. But I am a follower of myself. That's the only thing I know right now. Jiri Vision says, China is patient in a way that is hard for us to conceptualize. We've been rocking and rolling for 244 years. They've been around for 5,000. They will absolutely move on Taiwan only when a good opportunity comes, though. I agree 100%. 100%. Arwilia says, Ian should be second mic. Yeah, Ian. Second mic. It was almost a year ago that we started this show together. Nash says, I feel like they don't respect Ian on the other cast. Well, I don't watch that show, so I'm actually not sure, but I do hear rumors that is the case. Someone in chat just says, is there airflow spinning the earth? No, actually, it's not airflow. In fact, this thing is very cool. It's actually encased in plastic. And you could see, I kind of like, it's got this like cool vibe to it. Because inside of it gets energy from light and transfers that energy to spin it very slowly. It's very cool. I love this thing. This was on the original Timcast show. The golden years, as the internet calls it. The golden years of Timcast IRL. Not my words. This is the internet's words that I've seen many times. I had an April Fool's joke saying, I'm going to ask Tim to rejoin the Timcast IRL show. And everyone's like, no, be still my heart. It hurts. It hurts. But the UFO I got in the divorce, and also the globe I found in a box downstairs in the basement. I'm like, oh yeah, this is coming with me. It's too good. Let's see here. Mr. Squiggles, looks like Biden just offered Ukraine unwavering support via phone call. Really? Interesting. Did he say you have to make the problems with my son go away, or we won't support you? Did he say that also? I'm just making a joke. That Simple Nope says, check out One by Metallica. It's really a good song with a messed up backstory. Okay, I like Metallica. Yasu says, Crimea voted to join Russia. U.S. destabilized Ukraine. U.S. voters still pushes self-righteous myths of your justice over others. It's the OG censorship affecting your view. Is Adam an ignorant warmonger or just misinformed? I don't want any war. What are you talking about? Did you not listen to what I was talking about at all? Okay. No, I don't know everything that's going on over there because I admit there is censorship and propaganda being shoved down my throat. I talk about it all the time, how terrible it is. How the Smith-Mundt Act basically made it legal for the media to propagandize us. Yeah, it's difficult getting information from over there. If Crimea voted to join Russia, that's great. So why is Ukraine going to reoccupy it, you know? We'll see. I mean, I don't have any control over there. But neither, okay? I wasn't warmongering. You clearly weren't listening to anything I was saying over there. Crackbot says, in the next week or so, pay attention to the news. If the 173rd Airborne gets activated, then the U.S. will be involved. I'm standing by for possible deployment, as this is my unit's designated AO. A weak president always leads to war. Crackpot, thank you very much for your service. Whatever happens, I wish you well in the coming times. Thank you so much, though, for your service. Yep. Let's see. Tyler Mills says, happy to see you going strong, streaming and producing content. Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate that. It was harder to watch when you first started, but seeing where you're at now brings me joy. Imagine meat-powered Adam unstoppable. Yeah, well, I admit, I wasn't very good at reading and being articulate with reading. So it was new for me to be able to do to read articles, and it was difficult to be the one who runs the show. I definitely feel way more comfortable in my position here, interviewing people and basically giving you the stuff that I find, and I'm way more comfortable, and it really means a lot to hear that, Tyler. Thank you very much for tuning in. Yeah, it was definitely hard to host when I first started on my own. No joke. Brewmaster Monk says, you can't understand the point of World War III without understanding Israel's role. Please, please, please look up No More News on BitChute. Don't talk about it on air. Your channel will be taken down. All right. Yeah. It's hard to find out information and not want to report on it, though. So, goodness sakes. Mark G says, Crimea voted to join Russia just like Biden is the most popular president. All right. Well, who knows? I don't know what to believe anymore, Sejong says, happy birthday, Ian. No Ian, no peace. I know it's late, but I can still shoot a little his way, knowing he'll still read it. What's going on in Crimea is nuts. I was posting about this 3 days ago, and no one believed me. I'm interested to find out from someone out there that actually knows whether or not Crimea wanted to join Russia, because from what I was told, that Russia basically took Crimea, and it was like Russia nobody was like, yo, you're taking a country that doesn't belong to you. Yeah, I now fully admit that I am not fully informed there, right? I'll be the first one. Iceman Luke says, I read that the Russians are pushing propaganda that Ukraine is attacking them right now, so the world won't frown as much on Russia once they inevitably attack Ukraine. Happy birthday, Ian, as well. Who knows? Yeah, who knows? What do we believe, right? Gerald Armstrong, what up? Became a member. Thank you so much. Oh, we got some dice rolls. All right, so we got Geo, roll me a 4, and Sejong, toss those dice, roll for 11. Batgo says, lucky 7, baby. All right, so you got 3 of you guys right in a row. As long as the super chats are touching, I'm going to roll them together. It looks like you guys are the only. I'm going to roll it right now. Let's see if anyone wins. All right, nobody won, but I did roll the dice, so you guys, you know the deal. Jerry Vision says, happy birthday, Ian. I definitely don't agree with you on everything, but your opinions are well thought out and rational. Indeed. Potato Masher says, check out one of my comments for info. Right on. Yeah, I think you were posting earlier. Pinch Me says, make America greater beanie. Someone actually gave me that beanie. I don't know where it is, though. But I had that because I was talking about, I got the numbers rolling in. I think I saw it already right off the bat. Let me just make sure no one... It is 8. Montana Horseman coming in hot. It is 8. Congratulations. I think you won just the other day. Steven says Ian is the battered wife of Timcast IRL. Jeez. Let's see. Jeremy says it'd be cool if Ian and your other buddy who works at the Cast Castle on at the same time. Andreas. Yeah, Andreas is great. He is a fantastic guy. I would love to have him on again. In fact, he was just talking about how the... speaking of misinformation, right? anniversary of Chernobyl's coming up in like 2 weeks, and he's talking about how Russia's standpoint on it is that they didn't mess anything up. In fact, it was the CIA that made it blow up and ruined their reactor. So that's going to be an interesting deep dive that we're going to do. We're going to do a deep dive on Chernobyl and see what really happened, or potentially maybe happened. We don't know. And it's going to be interesting. The Magnum Express says, it was 3, but here's something for blank. Thank you. Oh, I guessed 5. Should have guessed 3. Scott Sherrington says, Adam, this is just for the crickets bit. Happy birthday, Ian. Much respect for another on your Aussie crew. Oh, right on. Did you like that? Did you like that, the crickets bit? Snowboard Dan says, just shouted you out on Gothic's channel. Nice. Is Gothic's live right now? Oh, cool. Right on, right on. I know Friday Night Tights is on right now. I saw that they went live, and I was prepping for the show, and I'm like, they want to bring me on that show one time, and it would be fantastic. Bo Darville, I am not going to read that super chat because it's very rude, and that's disgusting. And yeah, you don't get I read all my super chats, but that one is not happening. Taddy Mason says, longtime listener, first time in chat. Please play The Forge tonight. What you do is crucial to positive culture, from talking from politics and science to your awesome music. Love you, man. Taddy Mason, thank you very much for those kind words. Absolutely. I will absolutely play The Forge tonight. It's one of my favorite songs that I've written. Definitely going to rock that song out. The Ninja Cat, thank you for that super chat. Mr. Paul R., good to see you. Adam, the kids in cages like sardines are a perfect pandemic breeding ground. Spin the UFO and hug the wife. Love ya. Oh, thank you, sir. I will do that. I know I actually had other segments, the lice on kids in cages and glowing rabbits. But I'm probably going to do that another day because me and Ian it's his birthday. I just wanted to talk with him about aging, and I knew he had some cool stuff to say, which of course he did. And then we were talking about this potential world war, and it's pretty nuts. Let's see. Turk says, this is just a shout out for you keeping the Air Force certificate and flag display. I mean, it makes since you kept it. Oorah, Turk, for sure. This means so much to me. I don't know how many people know about this flag here. But this was flown for me and the rest of the Timcast show. I was never a guest on Tim's show. I was a co-host. I treated myself as a co-host. I never was an employee. I was equal in all sense of the term, and that's how I felt. So this thing was flown for us when I was part of that team in March, just over a year ago, and it means a lot to me. It was flown for us in a C-130 Hercules. That plane is awesome. If you don't know what it is, it's pretty dope, and it means a lot to me. I keep the letter just above it, and it was just, we made a big difference, and it's fantastic. So thank you. It means a lot to me too. Tanner Ray, WWG1 WGA. Yep. I haven't seen that in a while. Jonathan Powell says, YouTube must have deleted my super chat about Byte Labs. Wild, not your fault. YouTube is playing their game and have some connection, I guess. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what it was. I don't know, because I did have to go see all of those super chats that got deleted, which is nuts. Why would they have done that? I have no idea. It was a lot of super chats that were just gone. I don't understand how that happens. It's pretty crazy. Roy says, love your show. Great content. You've inspired me to start my own podcast called the Parachronicle Almanac on the all podcast platforms. Nice, Roy. Good job. Good for you, man. And never, ever give up. Just keep plowing forward. Even if people say that you sucked in the beginning, but then seeing you now, how far you've come, someone literally just super chatted me that, because I did suck in the beginning. It's tough doing a YouTube show and learning how to just sit in front of a couple thousand people and speak. It's not it's something that you need to get cozy with. Mark G says, the only thing to believe is that bold flavor of Crigler coffee, not guaranteed not to make you woke, but it will certainly wake you up. I added that last part. Thank you, Mark G. I love your Crigler coffee ads. The Lurker, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I rarely get to ring my bell for members, and I appreciate all of those new members in chat today. You guys are fantastic. Let's see. Short Bus Dave, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. So in times of great sickness, the Norse pagans would sacrifice their leaders. COVID-19, bad leadership, just an idea from a pagan. I don't like the idea of sacrificing anyone, Dave. So, yeah. The Ninja Cat says, hope you liked Ants Canadia. Check out Anton Petrov and Ben Davison for Space. Yeah. I got to check those guys out. I'm going to look them all up. I feel like someone else has also suggested Anton to me. Jason Dixon says, Adam, last night I gave a coffee commercial on Timcast. CC, need a pick-me-up? Try Crigler coffee. And Tim didn't read it. It's okay. I wasn't, I don't understand. Tim didn't read it is okay. I wasn't expecting it. Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. You kind of lost me there at the end there, but thanks for trying, Jason Dixon. Not that he would read a super chat with my name on it. I feel like he would probably avoid me at all costs. Duckfart says, spin the UFO for a 3 die roll. Okay, we've got a spin and a die roll. Okay, you guys know the deal. I'm rolling a die. The dice has been rolled. Unfortunately, it is not 3. Sorry, Duckfart. But the dice has been rolled. You guys can rock it out. I'm watching chat. I'll keep an eye out. Jonathan Powell says, would love a deep dive on Project Montauk. I don't know what Project Montauk is, but I'll check it out. Let's see. Pork Lamp says, happy birthday, Ian. Okay, Tim Job keeps treating you like crap. Keep collaborating with Adam for good content. Love your interview with Jeremy. Give this to Ian, please. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate that. My interview with Jeremy was fantastic. And you know what? I went live. I was joking with him. I'm like, man, I have no segments. I just know that you and I are going to get along and just chat. Eric Leachy, congratulations. It was 16. You were the first. Congratulations. You won absolutely nothing. Yeah, my interview with Jeremy, man. Jeremy, what a cool dude. He's good at monopolizing drama on the internet. Good for him. He's figured out a good flow. Turns out his day job is understanding internet analytics, so it's not really surprising that he's good at doing it. So, for what I've seen, he wanted to go on that show, and it had nothing to do with my show. Even though there's rumors out there, it had nothing to do with me, and I'm not going to get into what happened because it's not my place. I don't have anything to do with that anymore. I'm my own man. Let's see here. And we had a super chat jump. There we go. Shane says, love from the UK. What up? I know. PS, UK shipping coffee, please. So Shane, I since you're in the UK, if you ordered coffee from me, it gets roasted on order. But if it takes a week or two to get there, it's not going to be as fresh. I mean, people sometimes get their coffee beans 2 days after it gets roasted. So it's like, it is super fresh. So if you get it and it's not as fresh, that's part of the problem. And it's expensive right now. It is expensive to ship overseas. So it would make the average price of, a small bag of coffee is about $13. It would be probably $13 to ship it. So you'd have to pay double the amount just to order it. And it's just right now, fiscally, it doesn't make sense. So it's kind of, if you're willing to pay the shipping costs, maybe we'll try to offer it. So we'll see. Hey, Bumberg, I'm not. I am a good friend of Tim's. Tim and I we have there is no ill will between us. So I don't know what you're talking about. Brewmaster Monk says, Biden is president on purpose. He is the fall guy, with his dementia as a plausible out. His family was probably allowed to take those obvious Chinese bribes. Our military is being played like 9/11. Brutal. My goodness. Zachary says, too old to explore the earth, too young to explore space, but never too old to explore your mind. I like that. That's a good one. I like that. Sectus and Sightsee Gaming says, love is the key to our understanding of our fractal reality. In these trying times, let's focus on making ourselves better human beings, even if it's 0.00001%. Any progress is better than none. I wish more people felt that way, you know? That would be fantastic. Montana Horseman says, at Vanessa Stoller had that 8 before me, her win. Oh, really? Well, thank you for super chatting the fact that I was wrong. I try to make sure that whoever calls the number first, Vanessa Stoller, thank you very much. Congratulations. I don't do this for dice winners, but I'm going to spin the UFO for you. This is just for Vanessa because I missed her guess of 8, which happened to be correct. Good job, Vanessa. Congratulations. Midnight Queen, look up biblically accurate angels sometimes. What do you think? Aliens? Interesting. Let's look at this. Let's see the biblically accurate angels. I don't even know what that sounds like. Oh, it popped up right away. Interesting. All-seeing eye. What do they got like? Rings. I've never seen this before. Kind of looks like an owl with many circular eyes. Cool. I've never seen that before. Very, very interesting. Who knows? Jason Dixon says, I ran out of room, was trying to short text. Well, I think I got the vibe. You're good, Jason. 8-Way Run says, check out the show Chernobyl on HBO. It's only 5 episodes and shows exactly why socialism is evil. See, now, I watched the first episode, and it's difficult to watch, and I heard that Russia was pissed about that because they say that HBO totally misrepresented what actually happened. And Andreas, it talks about that a lot, so we're definitely going to get into that. I should probably watch the rest of that show before my deep dive. The Ninja Cat says, Ben Davidson is a suspicious observer and space weather scientist. That's cool. That's cool. Someone said this is an archangel. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about it. All right. I'm not going to get into those subjects because it's already 7:47, and I want to play some music. It's Friday. You know, I where is this? I have a little bit of whiskey. How you guys doing today, huh? This is Smokehead whiskey. I got this last week before and drank a bunch with Jeremy. Unfortunately, people were saying, well, he kicked him off because he was drunk. It had nothing to do with that either. In fact, Jeremy was drunk on the Timcast IRL show. He said that he was drinking during the show, and by the end of the show, he was red-faced. And I guess Tim didn't even realize. So it's kind of like, it's kind of crazy. How old is he? Me or Ian? Ian turned 42 today. So definitely go shout out to Ian Crossland. Look, if you guys, you can see Ian Crossland. I don't know. Can you even see my hand? Hold on. There it is. Ian Crossland. Go find him on Instagram or maybe no. Go on Twitter and find Ian Crossland and just say happy birthday, Ian, because he's no longer with me in the studio today. He had to go prep for Timcast IRL show. But you know what this means. It is time for me to jam. All right. So, how you guys doing today? Now, all right, I'm done with it's chill time, right? It's whiskey time. Yeah, I know. Ian is 42. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Dude is 42 and he looks like he's 32, right? Or 35. I don't know, mid-30s. People get surprised when they find out that I'm 37. I just turned 37. You know, but I'd like to think I'm still young at heart. Still young at heart. All right, so I got a request for the Forge. All right, if you guys have any requests, let me know. You know, it's a real shame too because Ian won't be able to play music anymore because we always do jams after the show, and it's kind of a bummer, you know. So he can. We got a green tea request. Find yourself. Oh, okay. We got some nice requests. Melancholy Hellhound from Trent. I see you out there, bro. From Australia. That is good. I love this glass too. I don't know if you could see it. Let me zoom in. It says, "Life is whiskey. Enjoy it." And this is actually an arbor glass. I don't know. Actually, if you can see, it's got an arbor tree underneath it. Isn't that sweet? This is one of my favorite whiskey glasses because I love arbor skateboards, man. Ian's a great dude. He's a great musician. He rocks it out. Oh, Travis C says, "Hi, Rhonda." For those who don't know, look at sexy Rhonda over here. Look at her. Little cowgirl. I love it. It's got the cactus. You know what's funny? Because I got this guitar, and then I moved to Arizona in Tucson, which is the saguaro cactus land. All right? There's more saguaro cactuses around the Tucson area than anywhere else. That's where they thrive. So it's kind of cool that I had a guitar that... All right. Yeah, Eric says, "Space Odyssey, I know you know how to play it and sing it." I actually don't. I love that song, but yeah, I don't. And I don't play covers, unfortunately. Sorry. All right, so what am I playing first? Maybe I should play... I don't want to play the Forge first. I need to warm up my vocal cords. So I'm going to play Green Tea first. Because Green Tea is a really chill, mellow song, and everyone really likes that. All right. Green tea Sundays, impure breaking of the dawn, lazy morning, roll back over, sleep till noon or the afternoon. Something has got a hold on me. Lazy weekend, impure breaking of the law. I'm cloudy yet weightless, suppressing all those things I do, but I shouldn't do. Something's got a hold on me. You used to draw me pictures in the dark and erase them with a smiling face. Too bad all those dreams seem to fade away. Haunting green tea, impure breaking of my mind, the silent excuses. I know I sometimes lose control. That was the start of it all. Something's got a hold on me. You used to draw me pictures in the dark Oh, and erase them with a smiling face. Too bad all those dreams seem to fade away. And that was Green Tea. That was for Angelic, who actually just super chatted again. Says, thanks, Adam, you rock. Thank you very much, Angelic. That means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Robert Wild says, wanted to make you laugh. I'll be the old man who will throw his fake leg at you for not getting off my lawn soon. I'll have 3 of my old ones now. this one, new one. So you have some old legs to throw. That's hilarious. That's funny. Bo Darville says, my goodness, why are you trying to... No, he didn't. So that's good. That's ridiculous. Everyone could read the super chat. Some super chats are just ridiculous and obnoxious. All right. I'm gonna play. What should I play? Taco Tuesday says, brother, that's my favorite song by you. Thank you so much. This one is A Love Stories Remains. This is about realizing that even the shitty relationships that you've been in teach you something and make you learn about, what a good relationship you should be finding. Basically how to look out for those red flags, and kind of prepare for them. Well, hello, miss, I'd love to kiss your lovely name. The things I do to get you dancing in the rain. I want a piece, so say you want the same. A love story remains. I know we'll go through some hard times, and I'll always be there if I can. But there's a chance we're not like minds. Yeah, this love story might end. Well, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with myself. I'm gonna miss the way you kiss under the rain. All the times you saved me, but that love don't feel the same. I wanted peace, so you wanted me to change. Only connected when you're calling out my name. I know we've been through some hard times. That time has forced us to find ourselves. Honesty is a part of me. Yeah, we might be better with someone else. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with myself. Well, hit or miss, can come and sit down memory lane. If I had to choose, baby, I wouldn't change a thing. 'Cause I found peace, so look, you found the same. In the rubble of the remains, a love stories remain. I found a peace of mind, something you helped me find. I wouldn't change it for anything, but just be honest. Just be honest with yourself. All right, that was A Love Stories Remains. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Friday Night Jams. Friday Night Jams, you guys know you love it. I love it. My favorite. Jason Von Voorhees says, please play Chicago for Mama Robin. All right, I will. I'll play some Dance to Chicago next. That's fun. James says, for Green Tea, good song. You killed it. Thank you very much, James. That really means a lot to me, guys. Thank you all for hanging out. Cheers, Friday. I hope you guys had a wonderful Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend planned. I know it's Easter. Hopefully you get to spend it with some family members. Cheers to everybody. I love a good whiskey. It's nice and smoky, peaty whiskey. This is called The Forge. You fear what you don't understand and place blame on anyone you can besides yourself. You should be ashamed, 'cause you're responsible on how you handle change. Hold yourself accountable. You define who you are. You define who you are. Welcome to the Forge. Are you the same? Are you different? Burnt on the flames of your existence. We all burn the same. There's no difference. We must learn to live with our decisions. Life, call it what you will. It's a blessing or a curse, depending how you feel. Are you afraid of what they think? Are you here to entertain? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Welcome to the Forge. Are you the same? Are you different? Burnt on the flames of your existence. We all burn the same. There's no difference. We must learn to live with our decisions. All of them. We must move forward. Welcome to the Forge. Lost my headphones on that one. Woo! My goodness. Jeez. Yeah. Love that. That's Death Clutch says my 8-year-old's favorite Crigler song. Dope. That sounds awesome. What up, 8-year-old? I wish I knew your name to shout you out. Death Clutch, what's your 8-year-old's name? I'm watching for it. Just tag me so I can see it pop a little bit in chat. My goodness. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, I needed to sing a little bit before I sang that one because I kind of go nuts a little bit. Cheers, everyone. Friday Night Jams. Love a good Friday Night Jam. You know what I'm saying? Let's dance to Chicago. I heard it on the radio.
driving by as you walked away, as you walked away. Just tell me what you need now, make it happen if I can. I just wanna dance with you all the way home. I just wanna dance with you all the way to Chicago. I'll race you down the stairs of red. I'll let you win this time instead. Just tell me what you need and now make it happen if I can. I just wanna dance with you all the way home. Well, I just wanna dance with you all the way to Chicago, all the way home, 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 all the way to Chicago. It's kind of fun. I kind of had a different. I try to switch that song up a little bit every time I play it. So that one's a little different. It was kind of a little more poppy. Kind of made it more of a pop song. Let's see. I just want to see if I can find. Thank you, Jason Van Voorhees. I saw you in chat over there. Oh, you super chatted. I was looking. Liam, thanks for listening, buddy. Thank you for listening to my music, and I really appreciate that. And I'm glad you like the Forge. That's awesome. Thanks a lot. And thank you for the super chat, Death Clutch. I was just looking. You could have just done it in chat. I was looking for you. I was literally looking as you just super chatted that. So thank you for that. Zylox Dragon says, a man of many talents. Cheers. Well, cheers to you, Dragon. Cheers. What do you do when you feel hopeless? C-word. That's a good question. You know what I've turned to? I played guitar. Honestly, my songbooks, these books right here. This is like that's like my therapy session right there. There's many pages with one line on it, but it's like when I'm feeling something, write it out, get it out, write your woes, you know? Yeah, Jason, I switched up the tempo. But yeah, you know, just remember that don't let yourself be a victim. That's really a really huge part of this is called Freely. Life sucks sometimes, but when you realize it's not so bad, just move along. What choice do you have? You choose where your mind spends all its time. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. I climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When you find a smile, naturally, that's the magic, don't forget it. It'll help you see. In the dark, in the night, when you're trying to find your way and you've lost your sight. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. I climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. When it all comes freely, it's wonderful. Let it all come crashing like the ocean tide. I climb up to the top of the mountainside and scream it out. Don't hold it inside. Whew. All right. I'm not gonna overdo that song. That song's a little longer, but it's not the same without Niche doing the backup vocals anymore. But that's Freely. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. Darth Call says, "Rock on." What's up, dog? Darth Call, how you doing, buddy? I don't know if you know, I've been twitching lately. Darth, you'll be happy to know that I have emotes on my channel now. Woo! I added emotes today. I'm very excited about it. Get a little toasty in here. Toasty! And yeah, it's going to be great. I finally have emotes on my channel. I have a UFO that you can actually use on my Twitch channel. For those who don't know, I actually go live with different homies on Monday through Friday. After this show, usually I go take a break, have some dinner, hang out with Nisha for a while, and then I go live around 10 p.m. and I just kind of play games with my friends, and it's a lot of fun. So you can check me out, twitch.tv/Adam Crigler. Really easy to find me. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. You know, someone has been asking for Melancholy Hellhound, and then Jack O'Neill, Melancholy Hellhound, Melancholy Hellhound, over and over and over again. All right, so I guess I'll play that song. I'll play that. Well, I don't want your money. I just want some wine. Yeah, give me some of your honey. I promise I'll take my time. Oh, welcome to the heartache. It always feels the same. Yeah, I find myself growing senseless to the pain. Yeah, you can scratch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, it's just me. I don't want your pity, and I don't want no lies. Yeah, give me some of your... Yeah, life gets shitty. Oh, and then you die. Oh, welcome to the heartache. Try not to lose your way. Yeah, it's like trudging through the muddy waters without faith. Yeah, you can scratch and crawl to figure it out, but in the end, it's just me. Oh, well, I still get that feeling, whoa, of judgmental eyes. Only difference being, it's just not worth my time. Yeah, 'cause I welcome all the heartache. Oh, it brings tears to my eyes. Yeah, those tears remind me I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. Yeah, you can scratch and crawl to figure it out. In the end, it's just me. Whew. Oh man, is it hot in here, or is it just? It feels hot in here. My goodness. Whew. I'm gonna have to take this hoodie off here. Max Sandoval says, Adam, I love your music. I can't say it enough. Please consider making your tunes available for fans to download. By the way, I'm Argentinian. You and others and other inspired me to feel a proud American citizen. Oh man, thank you, Max. There are all sorts of amazing compliments there, and each one of them, thank you, Max. I appreciate that a lot. You get a rare ding for non-members. Thank you, Max. That means a lot to me. The Schno says, I'm here for the tunes. Yeah. With some peace and some salt shakers. I like that. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. I think I saw someone in chat that said, I like when he plays on Rhonda, I'm a little spicier. It's true. I don't know if you could see. She's kind of got a badonkadonk, if you know what I'm saying. She's kind of got a big old round behind. She's got a deep bass, if you will. Her bass is deep. She's just got a different kind of a vibe. It's fantastic, man. I love it. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Torn Photographs? No, I don't want to play that song. That's too... I don't know. I'm trying to keep it up right now. I'm going to play Walking With You. It's just the mood I'm feeling right now. I took a walk tonight with my love, and all the cats are in the streets. Like us, they're trying to find a way home. Yeah, face life and land up on their feet. I'm talking about them little things that make you sing and feel alright. A natural high inside, like a sunshine and rain. A fresh coffee to start my day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long. Now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, but now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long. Sunsets along the colonnade. Well, all good dogs and bad are on their way. Like us, they're trying to find a peace of mind. Yeah, face life and its insanities. I'm talking about them little things that make you sing and feel alright. A natural high inside, like sunshine and rain. Some favorite coffee to start your day. Well, I'm just glad I found my way home with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. And I felt it from the start, a connection from the start. So I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I've been walking it so long, now I'm walking with you. I'm walking with you. Now I'm walking with you. I agree with you, 8-Way. 8-Way Run Super Chat said, this song isn't the same without Niche. A lot of my music is not the same without Niche. She really does add incredible, just, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, you guys know. You know the difference. She really does add power to a lot of the stuff. Goodness sakes, we were playing I don't know if you know this song. I can't really play it because it's not mine. Oh my gosh, I'm way out of tune. What just happened? Oof. One of these strings is not like the other. Do you guys know this song? Yeah, you guys know. Batgoat's like, we know. I know. Yeah, she's fantastic. Shout out to Niche, right? She's my favorite person on this planet. I mean that. She is literally my favorite person on this planet. I mean, it's not really a surprise to you, right? But she is can she pre-record? No, that's not the same, Turk. That's like me pre-recording and like doing some sort of like I don't know. No, it's so weird. All right, I'm only gonna play one or two more. What do you guys want to hear? Anne says you have such an uplifting energy. God bless. Thank you, Anne. That's very kind of you to say. I really would love if I can do one thing and uplift one person. I've done, my day is better, and for you guys to show up for me every day, thank you so much. You guys uplift me, and in turn, I love to help uplift you all, and it means a lot. I see you in chat, Mom. How you doing? Shout out to my mom. My mom is fantastic. I love you, Mom. I can't. You know what? Let's talk about getting you out here, Mom. It would be fun to fly you out here and be on the show with me. Maybe you can take a weekday off or something so you can be on the show. It'd be great. My mom's actually joined me on the show before. We've talked about stuff. When I flew out to vote last year, because I found out the day before I was registered in Arizona, not here, which was kind of a bummer. But yeah, it'd be great. No name song, really. The Subway song. But you know what? Maybe I should just name it The Subway. Alan V just asked for The Subway, and that's kind of dope because it is the subway. That's where I wrote the song. I wrote it in New York City in the subway. I wrote it while I was on a train. I used to just jam while riding the train. I would just bust my guitar out and just jam. And yeah, I love that. I'm going to call it The Subway. I love it. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Alan V just named the nameless song. So now it is no longer the song without a name. It is called The Subway. And I'm going to play it right now. This song is about riding the subway. It feels like a train ride. That's what it feels like. it is. The Subway. Newly titled The Subway. It hasn't had that's never had a song name. It's always just been a song. All right, I'm gonna play one more song, guys. One more song. Maybe I'll have a little bit more whiskey between now and that song. Yeah, I think so. Sejong says, tip the hat to Adam's mom. Would love to see her. I missed both rolls last time. First was 8, then was 16. So let's pick right in the middle. Natural 20. Okay, that would be fantastic. Sejong, I'm about to roll this die for you. He says natural 20. Here we go. Unfortunately, it's not a natural 20, but the dice has been rolled. You know what to do, people. You know what to do. All right. Carnell says, cheers to you. Thanks for another great show. We, the chat, appreciate the F out of you. Keep giving us the good vibes and sweet jams. Bangarang! Bangarang. Bangarang, everybody. I got some soundscapes from my Twitch show. They're over on my other... I have 2 stream decks. I got my YouTube show and my Twitch show. My Twitch show I do on this screen over here, so it's a little different. And, we got the numbers rolling in. All right, let's see who's going to win this. Who's going to win? I got to recheck what the number is. Okay, all right. We got the numbers rolling in. No one's guessed it so far. The numbers are rolling. I'm watching these numbers. People are guessing numbers. If you're out there and you're just listening, you can guess too. And you'll win absolutely nothing. ERM coming in hot with a 5. The answer was 5. Congratulations, ERM. I don't know what it stands for, but you won. It stands for winner. This is called Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Can I have your number? Sitting at the bar, sitting side by side. What's your drink and what's your name? What's your problem? I'll be the blame. I'll be your only. Hello, 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 hello. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Can I have your number? What's up, what's up? Thank you all for hanging out Friday Night Jams, everybody. If you haven't yet smashed that like button, you best smash it. Smash that like button. Smash it like it's hot. Smash it like you mean it. And just remember that I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up for me. You guys are the reason why I do this still, because you are such ardent supporters of me. Thank you so much. You guys are fantastic. I'm talking to each and every single one of you out there right now because you guys stayed with me to the end. You were there from the beginning. I know that applies to most of you out there, if not all of you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. It is it a long weekend because of Easter? I don't know if it's a long weekend. It doesn't matter. I hope you enjoy yourselves because I want you to enjoy yourself every day. So if not this weekend, I will see you later tonight on my Twitch channel. I'm gonna try to play Outriders because that's out. If not, I'll probably play some Dead by Daylight, maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? Both games are really fun. And I'll see you on Monday. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any super chats. Oh, Friendly Neighborhood Sawyer says, late again, bought some Bundy rum and Easter eggs. Nice. Well, you enjoy that. You enjoy that. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Good night.